Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day that you give us, God. We just thank you for this weekend to get with family and just be thankful for the things that we get to enjoy, Lord. Lord God, I just ask you to watch over us and protect us through the rest of this year, God. Just keep us safe and strong. God, let us know that Jesus is the reason for the season. We just thank you again. Watch over each person. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, please.
Gilbert.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Goins.
Here.
Slater.
Here.
Mason.
Here.
Ledford.
Here.
Rogers.
Here.
Winters. Beatty.
Here.
Hughes.
Here.
Alford.
Here.
Cry.
Here.
Blake.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
It's 13 present and 1 absent.
Thank you. I'd like now to entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes.
So move.
Second.
Second.
Open for discussion. No discussion. Call the roll, please.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yeah, yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and 1 absent.
Thank you. We'll now go to the county mayor for the report from the mayor, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Nothing really to report tonight. I did want to mention Doug Collins. I don't think anything has been said about Doug lately, but most of you probably know a couple of weeks ago when he had a incident, I don't know if you'd call it a heart attack or not, but the reason I wanted to mention it, in addition to talking about him at home doing better and recuperating, the AEDs that you all had put in the hallway of the courthouse and the annex, that and the fast action of the office staff, they knew to run out in the hall and get that AED, is probably what saved Doug's life that day. And of course, they took him on, and he ended up having a stent installed and so forth. And I understand is recuperating, doing well now. But it was scary that day when all of that was going on. A couple of people called, said that it was in my building. They wondered if it was me. I couldn't figure if they were excited about it or saddened about it. But either way, it wasn't me. But it was a scary time there for Doug for a while. So I just wanted to mention him tonight. That's all I have unless someone has something for me.
Anyone have any questions for the mayor? Thank you. Consent agenda. I'd like to entertain a motion for the approval of the Commissioner Thompson, Commissioner Hughes. Any discussion? No discussion. Call the roll, please.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and 1 absent.
Thank you. We'll now go to reports from committees and or districts. We'll start on our left. Commissioner Rogers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Everything is well in the 7th District. I have nothing to report tonight.
Thank you. Commissioner Ledford.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All's well in the 6th District. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Slater.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have nothing to report tonight.
Commissioner Goins.
5th District's doing well.
Commissioner Thompson.
Mr. Chairman, nothing to report.
Commissioner Gilbert.
Mr. Chairman, nothing to report here.
Commissioner Mason.
Thank you, Chairman. The only thing I have is the road committee that was scheduled for Thursday. We need to reschedule that meeting till January, and I will announce the date after getting with Tom Collins, road superintendent. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a legal and legislative committee meeting tomorrow at 11:30 here in the commission room. I know we also have a lot of groups and individuals that provide during this time and during Thanksgiving with meals and just time and service. And one of those groups I want to say thank you to is Director Scott Oliver at Bradley Healthcare and Rehab. He and his team led a group that distributed 86 meals to some of our homeless individuals last week before Thanksgiving, and just want to say how much I appreciate Director Oliver and his team, and just thankful to live in a community that believes in service and you know, giving in that capacity. So thank you to everyone who did engage in that. That's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Blake?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Finance Committee met earlier today and tweaked the HCI Committee's funding recommendations. You have a spreadsheet before you that details the Finance Committee's recommendations. Mr. Chairman, I place this recommendation in the form of motion.
Second.
Commissioner Slater on the second.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I have a substitute motion to Commissioner Blake's motion. I would like to increase the City Fields Community Garden upgrades from the $11,900 that the finance recommended today to $25,000 for City Fields Community Garden upgrades. Other than that, everything would stay the same, Mr. Chairman.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Open for discussion. It'll,
All comes from HCI.
No.
being no further discussion. Yes.
The, Arnold School, 135, you took it to 80.
That's correct.
Is this gonna be, sorry, is this gonna be for the school? Was this for the school, or was this for the community?
A little bit of both, I believe. Obviously, the school kids will use it, but it was, in the application, it was mentioned that it would be for the community. The Arnold, I guess, 8th Street, Harl Street, basically a community. So a combination of both, Commissioner.
And, Michigan Avenue, not Michigan Avenue, but, oh, yes, Michigan Avenue, did they get less than what they wanted to? Because I've had some folks call me and say, hey, why are they lowering that? And they had watched the meeting, and you said 100,000.
Yeah, they requested 25,000 for a shade, and the recommendation from the HCI committee was to, take the recommendation was 20,000. The idea being that their PTO would have some skin in the game.
All right, and they said that you had recommended 100,000, and then they had dropped it to 80.
That
Is
was
that
on
correct?
Arnold. That was on Arnold.
On Arnold.
Arnold.
Did you recommend that they put it at 100?
Which one are you talking about again?
Arnold.
Arnold requested 135,000. The HCI committee recommended 135, but the finance, adjusted it to 80,000.
Okay. See, they said 100,000, and I see it's 80.
That's the finance committee's recommendation.
Okay. All right, thanks.
We're now getting ready.
Mr. Chairman, just one question. What, Mylon, what was the reason for going from 135 to 80? I'm just asking.
Well, we thought it would be consistent when we talked to the chairman of the HCI and why they, I call it a haircut, you know, when you reduce the amount for Hopewell, all the other schools, and they were basically all in some way, some form doing playground work. I think Shades or whatever. Well, if school A, we'll keep the names out for a second. School, if you're asking them to engage with their PTO, then you should ask all the schools to engage with their PTO. So we wanted to be consistent with that.
Yeah. The cities.
Anyone else? We'll now have the vote on the substitute motion by Commissioner Rogers. And can you repeat the substitute motion? I'm sorry? What? Yes, go ahead.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and call the roll, please.
Want to discuss it first?
Well, open it for discussion.
Oh, you calling for the road?
Oh, okay. Open for discussion, please.
I'd like to know why you want to increase it so for a garden.
Yes, sir, Mr. Alford, Commissioner Alford. I think City Fields and the community garden upgrades, when we look at the health wellness initiatives of this county, is one of the forefront, most leading initiatives in one of the districts that literally has food insecurities in that area. There is not a grocery store. There is not a place to get healthy foods in that area for many, many miles. And the work that City Fields does to create community gardens to be able to provide food, wellness, and healthy foods in that neighborhood is a great initiative for this commission to get behind and back. I also believe too, if I'm not mistaken, that City Fields is one of the only organizations in the entirety of this time that's ever given money back to the commission that they haven't used in the past. And so I think that that City Fields is a fantastic organization that we should be able to support.
Ms. Moultrie, did we give them money for a garden last year, you know? Do you remember?
Commissioner Alford. However, this year's request is actually to enhance the two gardens that are already there that were funded last year with HCI funds.
Enhance them?
Yes, that's correct. I believe that they hope to install an irrigation system and some other enhancements. Certainly an irrigation system will help ensure that the gardens provide and are sustained throughout the summer months.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Josh, have you been over there and seen the gardens?
I have.
Do they have a greenhouse?
I don't believe that they have a greenhouse
Well,
at
that
this
would be
time.
great. That's all for me.
Anyone else on the discussion? Call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and one absent.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to add, now that that's gone, Lori will send out the letter to the organizations here shortly and get that process going. I want to thank the HCI committee. I think they met, 4 or 5 times over the last couple of months, so I just want to say I appreciate the work that they did getting us to this point. Next, Mr. Chairman, the Finance also voted to recommend approving an amendment today to pay off the library debt by moving $273,000 from Fund 192, fund balance, to, the HCI fund. Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendation and put that in the form of a motion. Thank you.
Do I have a second? Second on Commissioner Goins. Open for discussion.
I'll just add that this completes, this is a 20-year bond or loan that we've been paying, quote unquote, about 50% of our, it's a 50-50 deal with the city back from, 2008. So it's always good when you make that final payment on any kind of loan. I think it was about, over 2 million, Mayor? I wasn't here when it happened, but it was about 2.2 million. We've been paying about 120 to 150,000 over the last 20 years. So this final payment here, we're debt-free with respects to that obligation. We can enter into a new one.
Commissioner Gilbert.
What was the total on that?
273,000. And that's coming from the fund balance.
Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and one absent.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mayor, that's what we're talking about in finance today. That allows you to go ahead and get that done. Instead of waiting until the next voting session with the 15th, that's 14 days of interest we just saved, so that's why we did it tonight. All right, the last thing I have, Crystal, you've heard a lot about this TIF program. I guess I got a letter from the comptroller the other day, and I asked specifically, does the county have to approve the TIF in order for it to go into place? And all they said was all the bodies that have a taxing authority, which I'm assuming we do, but they never answered the question. So I guess if you could get back whenever you can, does the county, this legislative body, have to approve a TIF in order for the whole thing, or can the city go in it alone?
We'll definitely get back to you on that. It sometimes is a more complicated answer, and it's probably why they
Why the
punted
comptroller
a
sent
little
me
bit
the,
on that issue, because we have had that come up depending on how the pilots are written, depending on how it's structured, depending on how the documents look. So I will get back to you on that, but I'm assuming that's
well, as
why
you can imagine, it's obviously important, because if the city can do the TIF all by themselves, they put it, then our way of going about it is different than if we have to approve it in order for the whole thing to go into it. So it's a big deal. That's all I had. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Alford.
Second District's doing well. I was out by the airport the other day. Looks like our drag strip's coming alive again, so just wanted to remind people we've got a good drag strip on the backside of the airport, if anybody's interested in working on their cars.
Is that in the city or county? Commissioner Hughes, please.
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing tonight.
Commissioner Beatty.
I have nothing to report either.
Thank you. We'll move on down to the approval of the agenda. Do I have a recommendation? Commissioner Slater, do I have a, Commissioner Hughes? Open for discussion? Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson. Goins.
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and one absent.
Thank you. Agenda item A, Commissioner Tim Mason.
Mr. Chairman, this is a resolution authorizing Bradley County Mayor to execute a utility easement across the Bradley County property located at 752 Pleasant Grove Road Southwest and 282 Landfield Road Southwest. And this is found on map and parcel number 055-007.00. And you can see that on page 6 if you need to. Place that in form of a motion.
Do I have a second? Commissioner Hughes on the second. Open for discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I did pass out a revised resolution that he's referring to, and I want to point out the change that's in the revised. It says contingent and only upon satisfactory resolution of all notice and/or legal requirements related to the landfill operation agreement with Santec by the Bradley County Mayor and Bradley County Attorney. Republic has asked for us to hold off until around the 1st of January. So we're asking you to go ahead and approve it, but I have to hold off signing it until we get those issues totally resolved.
Commissioner Gilbert.
What's the reason?
Yeah, Commissioner Gilbert, we have an agreement with Santec, and it's got language in it that we just want to be careful that we don't run afoul of. And so we're just trying to make sure that we dot all our i's and cross all our t's with regard to giving them notice, giving them an opportunity to respond with any issues that they may have. We have done that, but we haven't gotten anything in writing yet back with that. So we wanted to be able to move forward, because I know they're trying to move forward with this, but we also did not want to do that without making sure that we have everything done that we're supposed to. So
Thank you.
would be my recommendation that if we approve it, it have that language in it.
Thanks.
Chairman?
Yes.
Mayor, so is this a contingency on this motion? In other words,
You're
something
approving
has to
it.
be satisfied in order for it to go in. So all we're doing is approving contingent on.
You're approving authorizing me to sign it, and my signing it is contingent upon getting that back from Republic.
Any other yes.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask Mr. Sanders how this is going to affect him? And I know he's got some contractual obligations himself, and I'm wondering how it's going to affect him. Mr. Sanders, please.
All of y'all know I'm Bill Sanders. I've read and I understood the resolution that you presented to you, My problem is, we've got a short time, and everybody probably knows that. I have read also the lease with Centex passed down to Republic, and there's nothing in there that I can tell that they can say that any legal way that they could stop this except you. That puts us in a real bind because they've had this, they had the notification, if I correct me if I'm wrong, 2 weeks since the 17th. Nobody knows it. Nobody's seen it. From our contact, the engineers that's going to evaluate it don't even have it. It would be an obvious thing that I have witnessed before that is being postponed to get our contract to run out. And we're going to miss a several $1 million development at this point if that happens. So we have got to, if you prove it as suggested, we've already spent a pretty good bit of money. We have got to still do the topo, the engineering, the TVA, and the negotiation contract, and to do it before closing. And that's going to be awful hard to do if we're waiting on Republic to say, you can follow your law if you want to. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I did read it. I had to. I've done a lot of research to be sure that we were preparing to move quickly, which we've got to do. We've got to start tomorrow if we're going to make the closing deadline for the contract. And what I hear, it's going to be very difficult to do that. I understand what you're saying. I think if we had more time, I'd certainly agree with that. It's the time factor now. It's killing us. So if you have any questions, let me know because.
Commissioner Slater, please.
Mayor, Crystal, how long do you anticipate delaying it? I mean, how much time are you going to give them?
Well, the whole point of trying to do it this way is so we didn't have to delay it. They requested to delay it till January. We added this language in hopes that if you all approve it tonight and give the mayor the authority, as soon as we get comfortable with everything from them, the mayor can go ahead and sign it. So I can't tell you exactly when that would be. Obviously, at some point, if they don't respond to us or are non-responsive, I don't anticipate that. But if they are, then there would be a time where we would have to make a decision based on the information that we have. But the reason for trying to go ahead and do it tonight was you all giving him the authority. It's just if to put it simply, if things went south and the mayor and myself were uncomfortable with it, he could choose not to sign it and bring it back to you all. I would not, hopefully that won't happen. I can't say that it wouldn't, but hopefully that wouldn't happen. So that's what we're trying to do. So, I mean, obviously you can approve it the other way if you would like, but that's why we're trying to do it this way.
Commissioner Blake, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One quick question. Do you have, Mr. Sanders, do you have a date, whatever, that basically if you get to that point, this is a no-go project?
Right now, we've got till the middle of January, 15th
Middle of January? Okay.
I don't know if that can be extended. Sometimes when you're dealing with contracts like this, that's pretty good size, they have to have a good reason to extend it.
Sure.
And, if we don't have the sewer even started, and I think we're talking a lot of time because we started this several months ago. Not blaming anybody. A lot of it, you just routine stuff you had to do. Surveys, soil borings, and all of the pre-construction checks. Then we will not make that. It's going to be difficult unless we get a response shortly. But I was sure hoping tonight we'd had a response within 2 weeks. I know it's the holidays, and that's a good reason, of course. If we sign it like you have it, we're going to be either forced to wait or we could be forced to spend a lot of money going ahead. And if we get everything ready to go, and all the surveys, I mean, all of the information and approvals that we've got to get, and the topo and the engineering, et cetera, we're going to have a considerable bill, and it's going to be thrown out the window. And that's the reason, one of the reasons we're liking to go ahead and meet the deadline on the contract.
All right, thank you. So it's also accurate that you requested to be annexed in the city based off of this, right? I was at the planning
This-
commission the night that you were there talking to the city planning commission, and
Yes.
didn't they approve your annexation request that night, or?
The planning commission has approved that and the annexation and the zoning request, and it's going to the, city council on the 9th.
On the night, so they're
And
doing
it's
their.
been totally approved with,
Right,
with the
and that
planning
was-
commission, and we have no reason, we have heard no feedback that it won't go through.
Right, but you did all that.
Yes,
with-
all of that's done.
Right,
All
so in
we
other
lack
words,
is the
if
things
this
that
is
I
the-
mentioned.
Listen,
But there's another thing. The buyer, and this is one of the few projects that we've sold, we normally buy it, do it ourselves. But they have spent, it cost $1,000 a boring. They've done 56 borings. It cost $25,000 to an Alta survey for a tract that big that you actually surveyed 45 acres. So we would be liable for that because we have defaulted.
so.
And
reason-
that's another
Mr.
biggie.
Sanders,
Yes.
I appreciate all that commentary, but really,
Well,
what
thank you.
I'm getting at is that you asked the city to annex and rezone for this project. So in other words, if
Yes.
this goes south, for the better lack of the word.
Subject to,
Yeah.
well, not as
Yeah.
subject to, that is
So,
correct.
Crystal,
We
let
had
me
to
ask
go.
you this.
That's correct.
Can we rearrange the wording a little bit? So in other words, our friends over at Republic basically say, if we don't hear from you by January 1, we're going to assume that you're okay with it. In other words, don't let them do the delay tactic. If we don't hear, and that's, to me, we've done it before, right? Where we said, if we don't hear from you by January 1 at noon, we're going to assume all's good for Mr. Sanders. Can we do that?
We can. I certainly, would much rather have agreements and everybody on the same page so that there could never be any issues about that. But yes, we could certainly give them a deadline. And we have been, pushing them this whole time to get a response. And then we could get one tomorrow. So that's, we don't know when that's coming. They have said we're kind of pushing it up the chain is what they have essentially said. But yes, we could.
Okay.
I would feel much better if
Well,
we
I
had-
want you to feel good. So we have one more voting session, I think it was December the 15th. If we don't have an answer from Republic by then, maybe we could revisit that.
We absolutely could, yes.
And then
that's-
put some more language to it, all right?
Yes.
All right, thank you,
could,
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
that's all I have.
There's another thing I want to bring up. We have 127 acres around that area, including another 46 acres that's very close. All of it's within 3 minutes of the interstate exit, and one of them is 3-4 minutes to downtown. And if this could stop our real starting development, then we have no hope for the rest of it. I mean, we let one company, I'm not threatening anything, I'm just telling you the realities of development. If we blow this, and the way we look at it, okay, I may be wrong, we haven't tried it, it hadn't happened, and hopefully it won't happen. But if they hold up that, what's going to keep them from holding up everything else? Because their reasoning is wrong. Number two, we got it in writing. Number one, the capacity. Well, we've got the engineering utility, Mr. Clark himself wrote me a letter and said there is plenty of room based on the projections of the development. There's plenty of capacity, and it's almost doubled. And we're increasing it from 4 inches, not 6, 4 inches to 8 inches, which quadruples the volume. So if that's, the other, second part of the letter that we got from Republic was, we don't want to deal with extra people. I couldn't understand that. I didn't respond to that. So you see what we're faced with? And I don't mean to put pressure, but I'm just saying what has to happen if we're going to do it. That's all. And I'm asking you to consider that. There's nothing illegal holding it up that I know of. If I'm wrong, tell me, and I will apologize. But I think we're asking for either a total, I don't know if you can do this or not, but a pledge that we can go forward. If they don't respond by that, trend would be, from what we've seen, it would be extended again, unless you take action. And time is still cut down pretty close. We would have to start tomorrow morning trying to get this extended, because no way you're going to get the topographic and all the other things that I mentioned done and a contractor building it. It won't happen in 15 days.
Commissioner Hughes,
I would
please.
like some assurance some way before we spend another $60,000-$70,000 over there for nothing. That's my problem, and whether or not we want to go ahead and try to get extended further, or I don't know what to do.
Crystal,
really
how long have we been talking to Republic or trying to get something from them?
My email was, November the 14th is when I officially reached out to Republic Santec and said, I'm reaching out to you regarding the request that was made for a sewer line easement across a portion of the property. I've attached the drafted documents. Can you please let the county know as soon as possible the official position of Republic Santec on granting of this proposed sewer line easement? So that was on November the 14th. They did respond on that same day saying that they were going to include their general manager and basically push that up the chain. I followed back up with them on November the 26th and said, do you have any update? This is on the county commission voting agenda for December 1, and that's when they responded today and said they're still waiting on feedback from their environmental engineering people. Could we postpone it until January? So that's what precipitated us changing the resolution to add the contingency language.
Crystal, I'm going to play my ignorance real quick. Republic manages the landfill, correct?
Yes.
And we own it.
Yes.
May I add that the city engineers got it back to us in 2 days on their analysis of it. So it's been 2 weeks or more.
The sewer lines it's ran through, I've not seen any drawings, but I assume it runs pretty close to
We have drawings if you need to look at.
the road department there, which would be way below where Republic's actually working at. So I don't understand why they would have any, I don't really understand why they would have any say-so one way or the other, but
Well, I can read it. There is one provision of the contract that does talk about encumbrances of the landfill property. It says, this agreement and all the rights of contractor shall run with the real property, and the county will not in any manner sell, alienate, mortgage, or encumber a lease. The interest we're trying to give the easement is an encumbrance legally of some sort. Unless such purchaser, transferee, or lien holder takes subject to all terms and conditions of this agreement, evidence of which shall be furnished in advance to the contractor, which is what we're trying to do, in form and substance satisfactory to the contractor, and any attempt to sell, alienate, mortgage, or encumber the landfill contrary to this provision shall be void as to contractor, which would give them an argument that this wouldn't apply to them unless we go through the process. So I'm trying to keep that provision from being
I understand.
a problem.
I haven't seen, it must have been the
That's the
old
reason I
lease
asked
or
that
something.
question,
I
just to
don't
make
see
sure.
that. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It said on that 11.2, page 19, that the contractor could not do those things but it didn't address what this county could do, didn't mention it at all. That was in the lease that I read, that was the same lease that we had was originally. Has that been changed, I guess?
I'm reading directly from the one that you have.
It's current? Oh. Okay. Any more questions that I have?
Crystal, another question. I know that you were talking about January 1st of having that. Could we set that, that time for them to cut back to us to maybe the 15th of this month?
Well, we certainly,
is-
Commissioner Blake had mentioned that, and I think that's an excellent idea. The mayor and I can certainly give you an update on the 15th, which is voting session, as to where we're at on the project and what we've heard. And you could certainly take additional action at that point if you so chose, if it's not been signed at that point, and if we've not gotten where we need to be, that certainly could happen.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if that meets their time frame or not, but it could certainly happen, yes.
I've explained is if we're talking about January the 1st or whatever, it's not, the time is out. And whether or not we can renew the contract, because they can reclaim the money they spend if it's our fault, and it is our fault if we don't do it by the January 15th, and we sign this contract May 20th. So,
Mr. Alford, please.
and
Yes, Ms. Freiberg, is the Republic aware of all the drilling and checking that they've done? And would it be that the city has okayed everything also, or is the Republic aware of everything that they've done to move this project along?
I don't know that. I know they did reach out to Republic before we did, but I think Mr. Boone had reached out to them probably substantially before the county did.
I didn't hear that, I'm sorry.
I believe that you all reached out to Republic before the county did to discuss.
Yeah,
it
we've had ever since we started over there, we've had a representative from Republic with us.
So
from
I
Republic.
don't know.
They met with all of our meetings, they were there, and that leads me to believe, maybe, I hope I'm wrong, that they can delay this long enough, we're gone. And, hey, that's true.
Have they made,
For no reason that I can.
have you made them aware of your recent city things where they've done all their due diligence? Have you made the city, made Republic aware of what the city's doing as far as approving your sewer project and all that?
Yes, we told them this. We are building it. They will own it. If they will own it totally, the easement. They will be responsible for the sewer. Any problems, they have to approve it before they accept it. They have to, once it's operative, then they are a total 100% responsible for anything that happens. It's the way it's what it is. It's theirs. It's their ownership. We're not involved except for one tap. So, yes, sir, we've really explored that. We know. Yes.
Mr. Sanders, let me
We
ask.
tried to cover everything we needed to cover, and I'm sorry I misread the contract. That's very odd for me to do, but I might have.
Mr. Sanders,
Contracts are very well stated.
Mr. Sanders, if I understood you correct, if they get the easement, the sewer line will be given to them. They're responsible for that repair of anything that may happen in the future. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It becomes part of their whole system.
Does that mean at this point, because it doesn't belong to them, that anything occurs, and I'm asking the county attorney, that would be us to fix it at this point?
Yes, so the way that works is if you have a private line, which is why there's not an easement there. If you have a private sewer line and something goes wrong with it, you're responsible for it. Once they take it, they basically take over that easement, and then they take over the responsibility for it as well. So yes, that's the way that works. They, as he said, they don't take it over though until they're happy that you've built it the way they want it. It's in good shape, and at that point they take it over.
Does that mean that Bradley County would have to repair that, or Republic?
They would have to at this point, if it was on their side. If it was on the road department side, it would be our responsibility.
Okay.
But
They required us, of course, which is good. They've required us to use one of their approved contractors, which is normal. And I have contacted several of the contractors that are interested. So I don't know them, but that's what we're going to use, an pre-approved contractors that apparently they have done work for you before, or they're responsible enough to be on the list. They are under bond as well. They will be bonded, and if they don't do it right, they got to fix it. So that doesn't give much room, you know, for error that I see. We basically are not involved in it once we get signed a contract to the constructor contract.
Thank you, Mr. Sanders.
So on the
Commissioner Goins, please.
So on the 15th, I guess it'll be on the agenda to do what he's wanting to do. Is that correct? No?
No, if you approve the revised language, it would only be on the agenda if there's still a problem. If we haven't gotten it resolved by then, we would give you an update, and so you could take additional action at that point. But if everything goes without issue, you won't see this again.
Are you saying, ma'am, that they have the leadway to hold it up? It's not a drop dead situation if they don't make their time, right?
We've not given them.
We can't extend it again. They can't make us extend it more.
We've not given them a drop dead. What I'm saying is that the commission would be giving the mayor the authority without coming back to them to go ahead and sign
That's the way I
it.
thought you presented initially.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
that is what it would be. If there is an issue, then he would not sign it and would bring it back. So.
What we're giving them totally, they don't respond, then they don't need to respond by the deadline. If they want to, okay. If they don't make the deadline, then they're out of it. Basically, that's what I understood you.
We've not given them a deadline. That is something that
that's what
the
you're gonna do
commission
tonight,
could do.
Right? Hopefully, if you pass it. What's this? Leave it open-ended. What if they don't get their engineers together in 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
What I think what we're talking about is on the 15th. Then we would readdress it. If it's not signed by the 15th, we would readdress the issue. December. Oh, no. 15th of December is the only other voting session that we have between now and January 1. So there's one more voting session that, if it's not signed, we could further address this issue.
Do it one way or the other, we can go home or start to work, right?
So if it's not signed on the 15th, we could vote to do what he's wanting to do. Is that correct? I'm just wanting to.
You can. I would, at that point, tell you where we are and what we've done legally and what, yes. But yes, you could.
The point I would like to make, I don't know how strong they are against it. I have no idea. I just know that when we talk, we don't get much response.
Any other discussion?
The engineers may be loaded up during Christmas time, you know, and they didn't make that deadline. I would like to ask, as a compromise, and that, but a suggestion that if we get it approved, that it will be done by the 15th. We can start to work if they don't respond. Then that makes it where they can't just say, I don't know if they're doing it, but I know we could have done it in less than 2 weeks. We could have had it in 2 hours if we had to. I'm just trying to get a clear path to start. And I can't get a clear path to start if they get another shot at it and you hadn't approved it. Then that's leaving us out another 2 weeks. Can't afford that.
Mr. Chairman, I call for the question.
Sorry?
Call for the question.
All right.
Mr.
No further, go.
Mr. Chairman, did you, or Marlon, did you make a substitute to that to add that verbiage to that? Does it need to be added, or?
Been a call for the vote.
You're just,
We're gonna, All right, no further
Yeah,
discussion?
My understanding is the new one is the one that's being presented, the one that was passed out is the one.
Yes.
that-
Yeah, but do we need to add the verbiage about the
It's already in
fifteenth?
there.
The fifteenth?
Oh, no, the 15th is not in there.
That's what I'm saying. Do we need to make a substitute motion to add that verbiage in it?
I mean, you could if you want to. I certainly, the mayor and I will be here and we will give you the update at that
Yeah.
point. But you can if you would like.
Mr. Chairman, let me make a substitute motion to add that verbiage to where they have till the fifteenth to give us a answer one way or the other.
Second.
I don't know how you want to word that exactly.
I think it would need to be worded that if we don't have the document signed, we would revisit the issue on the 15th.
Is that
Go ahead,
that
That's
satisfactory?
not what I said.
Mm-mm.
What I was asking was if, in other words, we're gonna go forward with the, optimistic way of thinking in the sense that if we don't hear from you, then all's good. We'll take a no answer or no reply as a yes. No, as I wanna force it a little bit, of course. I mean, I sat through many meetings with the public, and they've done it to other people. So that's what I wanted to do. But you said that you were uncomfortable with that, and that's fine. And the next voting session is the 15th. So the way I was thinking is come the 15th, if we haven't heard, there will be a motion that basically says January 1, we haven't heard from you, we're gonna go forward. In other words, you know, that's kind of where I think.
Yes, and I'm in agreement.
I get it. I mean,
Yes.
they probably sent it over to Arizona to their corporate world, and it's on the 14th floor of their sky rise over there. I get it, but
Yes.
on the 15th, they're gonna have the ability to, they're gonna know what's going on. They're gonna have to on the 15th.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes.
Now, we have a substitute motion. Can we get the clarity on the substitute motion?
Go ahead and word it for me.
Is there
I've
a s-
already forgot how
Was
you
there a
word it.
second on the substitute motion? I'm
No,
sorry.
we don't have a, yeah, Goins, I think, gave the second on
Okay,
it.
thank you.
All right.
They've got a copy of it up there. Oh, the substitute.
Let's call for the
Here it
question.
is. She's about to
We're
tell him.
coming up for a vote. I need a clarity on the substitute motion, and then we got a second.
I understand the substitute motion, and correct me if I'm wrong, Commissioner Hughes, is that it would be the resolution as passed out with the addition that we will bring back an update on December the 15th if the document is not yet signed.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that satisfactory to you on the second? Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty, Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yeah.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor and none opposed and one absent.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Agenda item B, Commissioner Josh Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hopefully this will be a little bit quicker and easier. So a resolution authorizing the Bradley County Mayor to negotiate and enter into a facility service agreement with Centos Corporation for janitorial and cleaning supplies for the Bradley County EMS for a term of 36 months with a unit rate for each item. You can see this on page 7. I place this in form of a motion.
Second.
Second from Commissioner Slater. Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yeah, yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed and one absent.
Thank you. Agenda item C, Commissioner Mike Hughes.
Mr. Chairman, it's a resolution providing approval to the Woolens Environmental Solutions LLC under the Jackson Law for the construction of a new solid waste processing facility to be located at 241 Glendale Lane Northwest, Charleston, Tennessee, 37310. This can be seen on pages 8 through 14. I put this in form of motion.
Second.
Got a second? Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins. Collins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
It's 13 in favor, none opposed, and one absent.
Move along to communications from the audience. I will recognize and allow 5 minutes to anyone wishing to speak. Anyone like to speak? No one wishing to speak? Legal? Go ahead, sir. Need your name, sir, and you, not to address any commissioner by name. You can look at them or whatever you want, but not address them by name. Go ahead, sir.
Anthony Boone with Bill Sanders and the sewer line. I'd like to thank the commission for the suggestion on a date to try and hold public accountable. We have engaged them for many, many months since we began this. They've been invited to these meetings continually. They have not showed up. We've furnished them with every bit of information for them to be able to make a value decision, and they have just dragged their feet continually. Also, the sewer line, as Mr. Sanders said, does transfer over to Cleveland Utilities, and the construction will be done by a bonded agency that Cleveland Utilities approves. Really, thank you for your consideration for that.
Anyone else would like to speak? Thank you. No one else desiring to speak. Upcoming events, Legal and Legislative Committee tomorrow at 11:30 here at the courthouse. Christmas Parade, December the 6th at 6 p.m. downtown.